1 2 1 2 1 2. Kool Moe Dee. Old school hip hop in the building. Harlem Day. Just did it. Treacherous 3. Special K. LA Sunshine. Grandmaster Caz. JDL. Melly Mel. Took it all the way back. So, you know, having a good time. We getting ready to set up our anniversary again. Our reunion party, whatever. Got a new record coming with Caz and Mel. We're going to call Notice. But yeah, we putting some things down. We're trying to bring the music back into the equation. That's been missing for a minute. We didn't even set that up. Matter of fact, we're setting all of that up once we get the record released to shoot the video. Then we're going to set it up because we want to make sure everything hits at the same time. On CPT. Sometime soon. I'm not the conventional old school artist. I listen to a lot of the young cats, and I think honestly, whether old heads be mad at me for this, what it is. I think they're more intricate with the flows, and I think they're more colorful with the deliveries in many ways. The main issue I have is the content. It's like everybody's following the archetype of trying to be a hustle and flow. So at the end of the day, we don't bring the consciousness at a level that we could. So, if we had a Public Enemy right now, a new generation Public Enemy would blow everything out of the water because nobody's tapping that conscious street. That's a freebie. That's just a freebie because every generation has to have their leaders. We had our time to be the leaders to do what we are. We can still be ambassadors, but the new generation needs their voice to do it the way we did it for our voice, for our generation. So that's what I'm saying. The next generation PE come with that voice. And I understand, because so many of these guys follow the Jay-Z archetype, and Jay-Z did it when he was unique, but there's a lot of copycatters. Everybody trying to lighten their voice, and everybody trying to be hustlers. Come on, let's be real. So as soon as somebody comes out with some bass, how low can you go? When that generation comes through, you watch and see. It'll be like Malcolm X times 10. Trust me. Well, I give credit and props to Lil Wayne. Work ethic is out of this world. Like I said, even with the content, he's doing it his way and his style. And I don't like to make it Pollyanna. The streets always had two sides. It always had the Mac, the pimp, and the hustler, but it also had that revolutionary thinking. It always had that Malcolm, that Martin, that Ali. We always had that, Black Panthers. So it just seems like we just feeding one frequency now. And the balance is what made it always work. You always had the balance. So we had love and respect on many levels for what the quote-unquote hustlers did in one way, but they were also doing terrible things in the hood in terms of, tearing the community down. And that's what the balance is for. The other guys will call you out on it. And, real is real. So I just think that we just need the other side of hip-hop to step up. I think the only problem I have with the battle stuff is it's not only more personal, it's just not about the skills. It's more about what you'll do to somebody, how much money somebody has, how bad you can make somebody look for not having money, whatever, but it's not about skills. So a lot of it is losing its way in that sense again. So it's almost like, I guess the generation of single mothers brought up men that are very, very sensitive. So that's what I feel, honestly. I think the non-beat type of the battle thing would be cool if there was just, again, more content because, spoken word poetry is a powerful vehicle and a lot of those guys are very, very poetic, but they can't necessarily rhyme on beat, and part of being an MC is doing it on beat. Now, you can do it a cappella if you want to, but if you're going to do it a cappella, it should be some real content in there that people can hang on to because that's what I think the spoken word artists have over a lot of those guys doing it in battle is the content is higher and it makes you stick with it and follow it better. The business tactics are what it is. The business is designed to exploit you. Understand that going in. The real thing that I would say to the next generation is be a craftsman. Leader, gatekeeper, craftsman. Be one of the three or all of the three, but definitely don't be a follower. So at the end of the day, even when the business does what it does, if you can get your gatekeeper game together and understand the mechanism the machine you're working in, you can make the machine work to your advantage, even though it's set up to exploit you. So this is Kool Moe Dee, my solo project coming out. It's called Holla Holla Harlem. What'd you say?
CAC-TV.
CAC-TV. Once again, Kool Moe Dee, new project coming out, solo project, Holla Holla Harlem. Got another project coming out with Melly Mel, Grandmaster Caz called Notice. Kool Moe Dee, baby. You watching CAC-TV. And back to you, Billy.
Exactly. That's how you do it.